Hello everyone, this is Selkek, also known as Paulelia, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Let's just pop open the research tree. So at the end of last video, we managed to get some interesting results from our mission to the Mun. As you can see, we have 19 science left. We are slowly but surely expanding the tech tree outwards. And we are, I think, ready to do a mooner landing. It's like a lunar landing, but it's on the Mun, so it's a mooner landing. Let me just load up here. The Python Mark IV has 106 parts. Here it is. This is the beast of a craft that we flew last time. And we did have some fuel to spare once we got to the Mun. So I'm gonna hope that this design will still allow us to make it to the Mun and back safely. So we're just going to try and launch this as is, no adjustments. We're gonna same vehicle that did an orbit will now do a landing mission. So we've still got we've got our landing gear set there. Unfortunately, we don't have any sort of... we do have a Science Junior. Mass point 2. You know what? I changed my mind. We are going to make a small change. Do we want to add this in? Do we want to? It could be worth some good science points. Let's do it. Let's do it. Science Mark Junior. Boom. Put that all in there. Is this all set the same still? Doo-doo-doo. Yes, we're firing all 6 engines at once, detaching them all together, then those, then detach, then those, then detach, then parachute. Yes, okay. What's the difference between these? What's the difference? Is there any... There we go. Packet size. Packet size. So this is actually a bit... You know what? Let's not bother with a transmitter because we are going to be coming back. That is the goal. Come back. So that's good. Let's we'll 4.1 save. All right. So let's okay, that's good. Do I still have my abort set? I have my abort set. Excellent. Now we need to pick a crew member to go on this journey. Let's see here. We want someone who is equally courageous as they are stupid. I think the best candidate is going to be Mr. Kerbal Kerman. You're in the hot seat. Let's just go straight for it. Let's just save and launch. Let's go. Let's do the mission. We're gonna do land. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna take a ground sample, a surface sample there of mooner soil, and then we're going to pop on back for a return trip after spending some time up there and investigating things. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Our super slow launch. We've got a little bit of extra weight from our previous launch, which is going to slow us down even a little bit more. Hopefully that little bit of extra mass does not burn up that extra fuel we had from the previous mission. We'll have to reassess once we make mooner orbit. So it's just going to go up, and you guys have already seen this particular rocket fly, so I will bring you back at the point where we're getting into space. Okay guys, welcome back. As you can see here, we've got our Apoapsis out in space. Unfortunately, the Mun is kind of over here behind us. We can't just like have one big burn and slingshot out to it, so we actually have to need to get ourselves into an orbit. I'm gonna save some fuel by coasting up into orbit. We need to do a bit of a circularization. As much as we can there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So we'll move ourselves onto that marker. Just 500 meters per second more. And it says it's only going to take 15 seconds. I don't know if I trust that. 500 meters per second is a bit. It's a bit of speed. So we'll do a little bit of time warp here. Get us down T minus about 1. And then we'll start the burn. Put ourselves exactly on the dot. And start the burn. Nice and slow. As you can see, we still got just a touch of fuel left in this tank. So we're just gonna gently go through it. Just like so. Alright, we've hit it. Now we're into our little lander stage. It's got very low mass compared to the giant fuel tanks we were carrying around before. So we'll just continue around. This is such a bad usage of fuel. Trying to get ourselves in a nice stable orbit like this. And good enough. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Okay, so the mun is there. We want to put the mun onto that side. Snag that. And do a burn. Let's see, do we get an encounter? We do get an encounter. That's actually a pretty decent encounter. So let's go with that. It's just a measly 833.8 meters per second. That's basically nothing. I'm pretty sure that debris. Let me check the map again. Where's that debris at? Can I zoom in enough to see the debris, or is it still too close? I'm pretty sure that debris is not quite on an escape or on an orbit. It'll fall back down somewhere over here. I'm pretty sure that's where I left it. But we'll see. Okay, we'll plop ourselves there. Do a bit of a time warp around the planet. Can't time warp too fast because we are kind of in a low. Yeah, we're going to be dipped down back under 100. But that's good. Our apoapsis is kind of towards the mun. That is preferable. Alright, we need to keep track of our time here. T minus 2, 140, 120, and we want T minus 1, and then we're gonna burn. I will slow down the burn, obviously, as it starts stretching out. I'm not a computer, and I would screw it up if I tried to just do the hard cut, so let's get straight on our little dot there, as much as we can. Alright, and we're pushing that apoapsis out. 900 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers. Okay, and we're doing good on fuel, it looks like. Hopefully our landing on the mun won't go too terribly. I don't want to have to do a rescue mission or anything like that. Right, slow down. Let's bring it way down. Alright. Okay. Just a bit more. The blue dot is shifting wildly because we've passed our T point. That's okay. That's okay. The mun is only moving at 542 meters per second. Come on, we're almost there. Encounter. Got it. Got it. Alright, let's clear this out so we can see what's going on. What's our encounter look like? 230. That's not terrible. I've come in a lot higher and still managed to land. Do we have is that a slight angle? I see. Yeah, we're gonna be just below the mun. Where is the sun, actually, now that I think about it? The sun is this way. So if we come in, sun is this way. So we're going to be coming in on the light side. So we're going to want to loop around and then come in for a landing, because I want to land in the sunshine. I don't want to land in the darkness. So I'm going to stay in map view actually, in time warp. And shabam. Okay, we are in around the mun. Okay, so there's the light side. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is we're going to dip down to this periapsis, and we're going to burn like so to bring us down. Do I want to go just like that and go for a landing? Yep, let's just go for it. A single landing burn. That's it. Spend 0 time in orbit around the mun. We want to go straight for the acquirement of science. Actually, what I'm going to do, before I do that, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take a... Oh, we don't get any science. Okay, reset that. Dang it! I guess I'll do one as I'm coming down for landing, because I want to get some, like, low orbit mun science. Where's our blue dot? So we'll be coming in for a nice gentle landing. So let's time warp. 1 minute. Okay. So let's do our burn. Bringing it on down. We want to, as much as possible, put ourselves landing on the light side. We might even, like, forgo following this dotted line and try and land, like, somewhere interesting over there, maybe? We will see. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what the line does. I just want to bring this side down. Down, down, down. Okay, yeah. My worries about fuel are unfounded. Unfounded. Alright, shrinking in. Swoop. There's our periapsis now. Coming in nice and low. Nice and low. There we go. That's good. We will do a manual deceleration once we are quite close to the mun there. So let's just switch out, and we'll just we'll drift. We'll drift on in. We'll watch this. It's very dangerous. We don't want to click abort, but we do want to watch it as we kind of drift in. Here, we're coming around to the light side now. Oh, look at that. Cornwell Kerman. First Kerbal to set foot on the surface. We want to point ourselves, obviously, in a deceleration mode as we're coming in. Does he have a good view? Let's take a look. There it is. Yeah, he's got a pretty good view. He's got a pretty good view. Okay, so we're coming in nicely. All right, let's go for a landing here. This is looking particularly bump and rough, but that's okay. I think this is interesting. This is interesting terrain. So let's just do a full burn here. We want to bring ourselves down in on a more vertical way. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. That's good. Okay, so we've cut about half of our speed. That's great. We're going to want to do something like this as we come down. I'm going to check a goo canister. Check a goo canister. Observe. Well, in space near the mun. There we go. Keep the data. So we're going to have to recover that once we land. I don't want to do an EVA as we're trying to come in for a landing. So let's see. What's our current altitude? It's 22. Is that what it says there? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where's our control panel? There's vertical speed, radar altitude. That's the one we want to keep track of. If I look at that when I bring back in, yeah, okay, perfect. Radar altitude is very important. for keep track of where you're coming in for landing. So let's just do a little bit of timey speedy uppy. We're waiting for this green dot to kind of catch up to us. Alright, I'm starting to be able to make out terrain features, so as good as time as any to do a little deceleration burn. I'm not sure if the sounds are up, if it's just me or... Alright, and we don't want to start going upwards. We want to try and kill this velocity, though. Alright, we should now be pretty much up and down. Yeah, we're pretty much up and down. So we can afford to... let's check that. It's still pinned all the way at maximum. So basically, this is going to keep track of how close we are to the actual surface. So we're coming down. You can see now that that dot has... oh, yep, that's moving now. This has now moved to be pretty much vertical. So we got a little bit more of it to kill. There we go. Deploy their landing gear. Lock ourselves in an upright position. That's good. Oh, this is perfect. We got a big crater here we can go explore. Oops, oops, oops. I want to hit the kill button. I don't want to kill too much of our vertical speed. That's another big thing. I'm talking as if you don't really play this game or know too much about how this stuff works, so I apologize if this is super basic stuff for you, but it's helpful to viewers who may not play this game on their own or whatever. Basically, you waste fuel. If your vertical speed ever becomes positive, it means you're flying upwards again, and that's a waste of fuel. So you don't ever want to do that. And these struts are rated for a landing of about 15 meters per second or so. This is great. We got a little valley here. There's a big crater not too far away. I'm just trying to keep our... Oh, so I came so close to going up. Okay, 200. I do want to have the exterior camera on, but you can see 100. We're very close. I'm gonna do just a slight... Oh, no. Try to kill a bit of our horizontal. Okay, we're coming in. We're coming in. Whoosh. And we've touched down on the surface. We are on the Mun, ladies and gentlemen. Cornwall Kerman, first Kerbal ever to land on the Mun in my career mode. This is a big moment. This is a big moment. Let's see. Can we see? We can see the sun. Can we see Kerbin? No, Kerbin is too far away. Or is it on the... Are we on the opposite side? Yep. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to see a Kerbin rise or anything like that. But at least we landed in the daytime because we don't have light technology yet. So we're going to EVA here. And we're going to let go and initiate... Oops, let go, initiate thruster packs. Drift him away from the rocket. And let him... One small step for Kerbals, one giant step for Kerbal kind. Ah, he is on the surface. Let's do the moon waddle. Ah, yeah, moon waddling up, moon waddling up. All right. So first things first, we need to collect this data. Can I reach it from here? Nope. Alright. Thrust pack up. Shift, shift. Okay, yeah, it's shift. Okay, shift. To float up. Collect the data. Remove the data. Alright. We don't want to lose this data. So we do want to put it back in the command pod. So we're gonna float him on up there. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Let's board him. And we are going to review stored data. Yes, okay, keep data. And if I EVA... Okay, so the data is now inside there. So the crater that we landed next to... Whoa. Let me zoom out here. We can try and see it. It's right there. So we are Are we in a crater? Yeah, we're kind of in a small crater. I want to get up on this rise though. So when I jump off, I need to head up that way. Oops, not map. So we're going to space to let go. We're going to thruster pack our way over there, just because it beats walking. It's quite a long ways to walk, actually. Oh, look at this sight, guys. Look at this. This is nice. I have a summer home up here. Alright, so I'm trying to slow him down now. Actually, it might be better just to thrust forward, backwards. This is the EVA propellant now. Just is up there, so you can keep a track of it. I've burned quite a bit, actually, getting up here. Bringing him in for a landing. And boosh. Perfect. All right. So he's up here. We're going to plant our flag. Chink. Wink. Selkirk, also known as Paul. Of course, it's facing the wrong way. So we're going to name this First Mun Landing Site. We came to collect science in the name of all things ponies. Boop. Perfect. Alright, you can kind of... Oh, I can turn his lights on. That's right. He's got lights, so... Whoosh! Selkirk, also known as Paulilia. Alright. Let's have him take a surface sample. Surface sample from the Mun Highland craters. The crater seems to contain material from lower layers of the surface. Fascinating. Recovery is 120 science. That is worth keeping. Alright, so I'm going to EVA him back over there. Back to the Python Mark 4.1. It's just a quick 2.2 kilometer trip. So hopefully it won't take too long. Now he got up here pretty easily, so. And I'm going to keep an eye on my vertical speed, because I do not wish for him to die smacking into the ground, nor do I want him to die smacking into the other side of the crater. So I'm gonna cease with the forward thrusting. I'm gonna start doing some backwards thrusting. Backwards thrusting is not helping, so we're going to do some forwards thrusting in the opposite direction. While also keeping up his vertical speed. We flew over it. Kerman, we have a problem. We have flown over it. Alright, he's come to a stop. That's good. Let's just float him down nice and gently. Nice and gently. He does not have a radar altimeter. So, this number, he is not 3,000 meters above the surface. Although that would be pretty amazing if he was. He's more like 100 meters above the surface. So I guess these are highlands, yeah, if it's that far above quote-unquote sea level. Alright, coming in. Coming in. Having a jetpack is awesome, even though he's running out of fuel. And grab. Grab. Board. Alright, so we've done one of the mystery goo. Schwunk. Mystery goo seems to be less dense here. Keep data. And schwunk. Mystery goo seems to be less dense here. Alright. And can I do a crew report? Assessment of the situation. Keep the data. Perfect. Okay, I'm now going to take him out once more. He should be, yep, all refilled on jetpack fuel. collect the data. Remove it. Yep, okay, we're good. Yeah, that's his jump height. Yeah, okay. Come on. Boom, boom. And collect data. Yep, okay. Alright, so he's got all of the pieces of data now. We're gonna put him back in the pod. He's gonna walk all over the pod. Grab it, there we go. Board it. Experiments you have collected cannot be stored on this command pod. Are you sure you wish to continue? What do you mean the experiments I've collected cannot be stored on this command pod? Cancel. Store experiments. Is already stored. Okay. Interesting. So we're gonna have to dump it. Alright, let's review our stored data. Okay, mystery goo while in space near the Mun, 30 science. Surface sample, 120 science. Mystery goo observation from the Mun, 40 science. Crew report, 20 science. Keep data, keep data, keep data. Awesome. So we've got the crew report, we've got all of the stored data that we could. I probably could have done another like from near the Mun type of thing, or low Mun orbit or something like that. But I don't know all of the different regions, so there's that. We are out of electricity. Unfortunately, that does not impair us from starting up the engines and getting out of here, but it is still kind of a bit of an issue. So let's see here. If we come out and we start burning this way, if we go for a retro moon or orbit, we can just kind of go and bring ourselves down in that way. Because burning this direction slows our relative to Kerbal. Yes, that is what we will do. So we will head east, west. We will head west, I believe. Let's just try heading. So north, east, south. Okay, so west would be down in my case. Okay. Oh. Us having no electric charge really kind of hampers the steering a lot. I cannot tell if I'm burning west or east. I think I'm going the wrong way. So I'm going to try and point myself in the other direction before I gain too much speed. Point myself in the other direction. Oh my god, steering is okay, steering is impossible without engines, due to our lack of electrical charge. We really need solar panels. Solar panels are up first on the ticket. Alright, I believe if we go this way, we'll be doing good. We'll be doing good. 270. Let's see what our thingy is looking like. Yep, okay. So we just need to kind of get up into space, which on the Mun is, you know, pretty straightforward. Okay, and I'm going to now point us super horizontal. Super horizontal, I said. I did not know that the smaller engines did not generate electricity and burn. And that should do it. Although we are running out of fuel very rapidly. Very rapidly, actually. Dangerously so. Dangerously rapidly out of fuel. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! We are totally and completely out of fuel. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good. That is not good. That's gonna kill him. He's gonna die. There's no way I can get someone out to the Mun here in an hour and 45 minutes and pick him up. There's no way. I'm out of fuel. Well, I guess we gotta watch this happen. Our first disaster here in space. Guess I should have brought that transmitter, but I have no electricity, so I can't transmit. It's not like I had solar panels to recharge. He's just gonna smash into the side of the Mun at a very high speed in the dark. Actually, he might swing around to the light side. He's gonna land in that giant crater that we landed next to. So he did like an almost full orbit, and he's going to smash into the Mun. We have no power to rotate at all. We have no way of sending back anything we've learned. He would not survive. There's no way he would slow down enough, so we're just gonna... Goodbye, Cornwell. And some debris got jettisoned up into space. There it goes. Forever away. Flight results. Science Junior. Oh, I forgot about the Science Junior. Cornwell Kerman was killed. Mission time 14 hours, 35 minutes, 46 seconds. We will return to the tracking station. The flag he planted will be there forever, bleached by the sun. Perhaps one day we shall revisit the site where we almost made history. Well, I guess we did technically make history. We just kind of, you know. Oh, look at that. That debris that got blasted off of us is going to arc up and then implode back down. There's lots of debris at the launch pad. Yep, suborbital trajectory. This piece of debris from the 3.3 is in orbit. And there's some landed debris, which is kind of funny. But, yep. Is this the one that's in orbit? Can I terminate that debris? Yes, I wish to terminate the debris. And I want to terminate the... I guess I recover the landed ones. And those are all on the launch pad. And that one will be destroyed. So, I guess next time, guys, we'll try to go for a more successful Mun landing. Perhaps I'll bring a transmitter of some kind or something. I don't know. I'm not sure why all of a sudden we lost a bunch of electricity. It's probably because I didn't turn off the SAS after I landed. Maybe. I'm not really 100% sure on that, guys. Leave me comments with any tips. And I'll see you guys next time.